Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In this episode, I'm showing off the Edgar hover vessel, hover tank from the Battletech universe. Now, what I decided to do with this ship was to make a ship that, or a vessel that could be used, is on its side, that could be used early on. So I used only things from level 15 and on, you know, just to kind of give it a... Let's be the land. Yeah, it's the land. Anyway, just to make it so, more easily accessible for people who don't have a lot of stuff, so, or who are a pretty high or low level. So this is a level 15 vessel that you guys can spawn in, and it's fairly inexpensive to make. I think the most expensive part is probably the plasma cannon I put on top. So, as you can see, it moves around pretty well. It's not the fastest, but it's not the slowest. Like I said, the whole purpose of this build was to give you something that was fairly easy to spawn in, that also could take a little bit of the beating. So, once I get out here, I'll show you. Don't know why it keeps on. Anyway, so this vessel has 2 Gatling guns in a small pod. It also has 3 more underneath the plasma turret and a 6th one on the fin. If you read any of the Battletech books, a lot of the hovercrafts are based off of real life hovercrafts. So they have the skirting underneath, they have the the fan jets and the fins. Unfortunately, I couldn't really build any fan jets to power this or to drive this thing, so I just had to make do. The sides are all armored with the those transparent windows, as they do the same as the hardened steel blocks. It does have 2 antennas and a radar dish for for looks, and the cockpit is jutted out from the rest of the body as a way to kind of give you some room to maneuver, as well as to kind of give it the same look as the Edgar hover tank from the board games. So it does have 2 cockpits, one for first person point of view and one for third person point of view. Also, it helps with if it gets damaged. It does have a med station, so you can spawn on this vessel. It does have the ammo crates in the back, 3 on each side, so chances are one doesn't get destroyed, the others will be fine. So it does have 2 fridges and an O2 station. On the other side here, it does have a armor station, and the core is in the ground with a armored plate over it. Wanted to put it on the inside of the deal, but if you look here, not a whole lot of room. Pretty much anywhere I put it would have caused it to blow up if the insides got hit. So it does have cargo boxes and constructor here. In the forward section, we have most of our equipment. This is not something that I would suggest using in PvP, but you can use this for raiding bases. It does do pretty well, especially with the armored plates on the front. The whole thing is made out of hardened steel, and it does have the 2 jet thrusters, or whatever they're called. So it does, it does pretty good raiding. It's not the fastest, which can be fixed, but like I said, this is an early build, something I want to do for early on use, and I didn't want to make it something outrageously pricey to build. So if you look in the deal, it only takes 1,200 saphium ingots, which usually isn't too bad. It does take a little bit of estrium and zirconium, but most of that stuff you can find through looting, and with the very little amount it needs, that's pretty simple to get. It's a class 1 vessel. It is an unlock at 15. 4 generators, 5 cargo boxes, 6 ammo boxes, 2 fridges. Does not have a food processor, so you do have to return to base to, this is more of a raider than it is an actual mobile base. 6 boosters on the underside, as well as 6 docking collars. Does have 11 hover engines to help boost the thing. 10 RCS units. It can go into space, but you would have to replace the door I have on it to make it airtight. I just put the one that's on there on because of looks. I like the glass look, but you would have to change that out. Other than that, this is a really good little ship or a little hover vessel, and it can take quite a beating. The armor, it helps with the armor plates here to kind of dampen some of the damage on the inside, especially with the ones on the outside. So it does take a couple hits before it starts penetrating. Anyway, guys, so that's going to do it for this. Just wanted to show off the hover vessel. It is a pretty nice little vessel. Hopefully you guys like it, and hopefully you guys can, get some enjoyment out of it. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.